Hello guys, this is the Organic Guy and welcome to Organic Adventures, and this is where the organic magic is experienced.
Discuss food. This is because our cultures of eating have a big way in which we can access healthy, balanced diets, and sometimes they don't. And we are going to have a discussion on how they succeed in doing that and how they fall short in doing that. And then how we, as the organic movement, can contribute to educating people to eating healthy, balanced diets.
I wish to confirm our commitment to support promotion of safe, nutritious food, which is at the core of organic agriculture. My ministry is working closely with the Ministry of Health with an aim of focusing on preventive health approaches to the current non-communicable diseases disaster and the hidden hunger facing our community. I wish to thank the organizers of this festival that brings all the organic stakeholders together. Finally, with those remarks, I wish you fruitful deliberations and a successful food festival, and officially declare the first organic food festival officially open. Thank you.
Also that we can think more on how we develop the sector further. I want to thank the organizing committee for the effort and commitment. The organizations at the back of the program who have worked day and night to ensure that this event really happens. It's not easy to pull such an event, and its contribution to a healthier, just and fair planet, just as is envisioned by our own laureate, Professor Wangari Maathai. I want to end by thanking everybody who has participated in this conference, and wish you all the best.
When we talk about food security, it is more than just producing food. I think you touched upon it. It is also healthy and safe food. Now, what are the good things about what's happening in Kenya? First of all, of course, at the government level, you have a new national legislation, KS 1758, which is the new standard for food, includes food safety, traceability. So you have the legal requirements to start working. But as we discussed at the meeting on FP some weeks ago, the tools for implementing are not yet there. So that's something to, when we talk about business modeling, we have to start thinking about how do we work with organic farmers to start creating business models that serve compliance on organic and food safety.
So from this discussion, having food reform, we usually have a hackathon in IC, food reform every week, so that we begin to know how best food can be cooked. You can't tell people that we go back to vegetarian and then nobody knows how to cook vegetarian. We should be having food reform here, several dishes and things. Some organics taste so bad, in order that you say, Mungu alisaidia couldn't make this thing. So we actually must begin to think very broadly in the subject and bring others to say, what do you think about how can we make it best? You know, because I see this happen in Europe, where you get together, people bring their dishes, you compete, and someone pays one, then you develop the recipe and go. We don't have that. We need to begin to do that if we actually need to have a vibrant sector. We can't talk it in an academic way, you know, like we want to go organic, we want to do this, people need to understand, people need to enjoy it, people need, even these 15 acres that you've been given, the approach is not to bring an agronomist to come and talk to us about the soil type, to the that, and so we walk out and say, so what, you know? So to begin from us and build a culture. And with that, I think I will stop here.
I'm Abigail from Limbua. Limbua is a company that manages many small-scale farmers. So I believe there's a way of working with small-scale farmers. We work with 5,000 small-scale farmers. All of them are certified organic. We are certified for food safety. We are certified by a host. We have a table, a host of many international certification companies. And there is no single farmer that I will tell you, maybe only 5,000 that has more than 2 acres of land. And they make money from this system.
Where? Which is?
In Embu and Vinaga counties.
What is the poverty level there?
Maybe I will not be able to tell you poverty.
You need those numbers.
But I will tell you that 5,000 farmers have made a difference in their communities. Because we have developed a system that traces and manages their produce. We export their produce to Germany, to Europe, and because we are certified fair trade. So
what is the average income per farmer?
I think I've heard this debate over the last 25 years. When I started working with Kenko 25 years ago, it was the same discussion. And you have to distinguish, and I appreciate the remarks of the gentleman about business model. Farming is a business nowadays. It's no longer a survival business. Subsistence farming is survival. That's not an economic activity, it's survival. What you're talking about, moving to small farming systems, is yet another step. So it moves away from subsistence to smallholder farming systems. So you have to define what is a small farming system, and then you go to income levels, cost, benefit. You can't deny anymore that farmers deserve to have the proper guidance and assistance to guide them. What are good business models? I fully agree with what you said about seed banks. This is one of them. For me, when I talk about business models, that is for me one of the crucial elements when you talk about the Kenyan context. How are you going to make money? One is, you started pointing to it. What are your traditional winners in terms of crops? What is your biodiversity? You have so many rich plant species that are in demand in the market that you don't even address it. You're talking about maize, bananas, tomatoes, but look at the richness that you have, which at this point, talking about these farmers, is not cultivated because you don't know the proper value. So when we start thinking about business opportunities, economic opportunities for farmers, we have to help and guide them moving away from the traditional way of doing the farming to models that they can earn a better living. Second, that they start reappreciating what they have been doing before. That is, and the same happened in Europe. I can tell you the example of Europe, and that's probably what you're pointing to. The farming system in Europe is at a bankruptcy. People start to understand this big-scale farming is no longer working. They want to go back because biodiversity is lost. No more bees to pollinate the crops. There's an overuse of pesticides. We have to regulate our water systems. So definitely that's not the way forward. The same with the seeds. Nowadays the companies are providing seeds, coated seeds with pesticides and fertilizers in, destroying all the life in the soil. Putting up proper systems with seed banks for farmers, with indigenous seeds who are well cultivated without mixing them all the time and without generating them all the time. That's the way forward. That requires that you organize it differently, as Professor suggested. And if we are not addressing that, if we are not addressing these systems, production, making a product and putting it in the supermarket is my daily business. That's not even from your traditional vegetables, you can make the best recipes, and the recipes are ancient, I tell you. By cultivating that with chef cooks here in the restaurant, you will create a whole new market. So that's for me not just the production system required serious rethinking. Thank you.
Mention about the standard of chemicals which are going to be applied. We have been used to people who have been sensitively applying, chemicals, very dangerous chemicals on sukuma wiki, on cabbages we have been eating. So what I was saying is that we as a ministry, we are going to regulate those chemicals to a standard which is acceptable, which is safe for people to consume.
Happening here. I speak very impartial. I pray I don't be offensive to anyone, but I speak very impartially. That's just me. Because I'm going to tell you the straight truth, and then you can take it and do what you please with it. I hope you use it, not just for edification, but for the edification of your family, children, those of you who are here in the educational sector, who can have an impact in the educational sector. Please do something about it. Those of you who are in the government sector, who can impact in policy, please do something about it. Those of you who can impact, whether it's in social media or any other forms of media, please do so. Because it's an epidemic. What we have allowed to, you may say, well, he's not an African, he speaks the Caribbean accent, and he's from Israel, and You can say all that. We're still 100% African in who we are. My concern about Africa is what has happened to the media. What has happened in the media is the same thing that's happening to your food. What is happening to the media is that you allowed, with policy, allow the media to play anything on the radio, to show anything on the television set, and then you wonder, what happened to our children? They're changing. The children are so rude. The children are not respecting the elders anymore. The children, when you allow the media to raise your children on some other stuff. In the meantime, we are allowing certain chemicals to be imported into Kenya, into this country, and the agrovets are selling them. People are using them, and 85% of the people we have spoken to do not know how to eat these chemicals. All they know is that they want to grow food. That's all they know. And we want to make some money. I'm scared to try organic because I'm not sure organic is going to work. I'm not sure if it's going to work for me. Some people say organic don't work. When I stand as testimony, that's a lie. You just have to implement the right principles in organic agriculture and it will work. Just as you study your body needs certain nutrients and micronutrients to live, to be a whole being. That's why I chose to be a vegan, because I understood I needed the calcium, I needed the iron, I needed zinc. There's certain things I needed that I had to target those foods so I can get what I need. And my family can get what they need. Likewise, the soil. The soil is your greatest asset here. The soil is your greatest asset. If you maintain and take care of that soil, make sure the soil has what it wants so that it can give you what you need. So anyone who's consuming from a whole healthy soil, they will have what they need. Then we can begin to turn this thing around. We can begin to turn it around from cancer doubling to cancer dropping down to half. And the following year goes down another half. But you're responsible. I'm putting this responsibility on your shoulders. I'm not trying to scare you deliberately, but I hope you get a little scared. Because it's your responsibility. It's your, and you have to do something about it. So the water basins, the aquifers get polluted from constant residue of these harsh chemicals that are being used as fertilizers. You have sewage runoff. There are contamination and seepage taking place all around. Oh, I wasn't supposed to use the mic? I don't need my door. So, and then after 10 to 15 years, the only thing you can grow on that land is a building.
My topic is to talk about health in the planet, health in the environment, health in the human being. What does it mean to be healthy to you today? Do you wake up and think, I'm healthy? Is it something that we think about, or is it something that we take advantage and decide, because it happens, I woke up, Kate Kibara woke up today, she's healthy. Do you ever think about being healthy?
No.
What is health to you? What does health mean to you? And the best definition comes from you. And once you understand from you, it starts from the human being, and then it goes to our plants, it goes to our animals, and then it goes to our environment. And then it makes us easy to understand that health starts with you. Health and wellness is our natural state. This will never change. It is how we were created to be. If you go well with the ecosystem, if you go well with the environment, you attract health. But once we keep pulling things out of the environment, that's when we start experiencing ill health that I'm going to talk about in a few minutes. You are 85% responsible for your health condition. 85% is up to us. 15% could be because something happened alongside, but research tells us 85% of our lifestyles is because of what we do, and that's what determines our health. And I like to appreciate the guy, Abiran, who did before me. It is you who is choosing. It is us who are choosing to get cancer. It is us who are choosing to get the lifestyle that we are in us today. Health is that, your health is your wealth. What you put in your plate today is the one that determines your future. So even as we talk about our environment, as we talk about how we rear our animals, it is important to realize that health is a lifetime process. Not something that we're going to completely do or we're going to start doing after this session. It is something that the world, the planet, has to take over for a certain period of time, and then we can experience good health. But what is the reality today? What is happening today? We are all sick, right? Yesterday I was at a presentation at Nairobi University, another branch, and they came and said, we are now offering services to take you to India for treatment. Is that a service? Should that be something that is being marketed versus the food that we eat? And I told the lady, that's very good, in case I need it, but it is the demand that is there with us today. This is what is happening. The 3 Ds of concern right now in the world: disease, degeneration, and death. Where are we at? And it is very important to have such sessions where we need to sensitize and tell people it is us who are doing this. If we do not go the right path, this is what comes to us at the end of the day, and it is happening. I'm really shocked by the amount. I have a clinic in Kilimani, and every other day you have someone coming with a disease. We may not know what is causing some of them, but most of them are related to our lifestyle. That's our reality. Look at our condition. Recently I had some visitors, and when you're driving around, they borrowed masks from my factory to put on their noses because they could not breathe the air we breathe. And yet our air is slightly better, right? The first time I went to Asia, I was really shocked because of the Asian clouds. We are not there yet in Kenya, but we are somewhere there. What can we do to protect pollution? We are just throwing everything and doing everything. There's a lot of contamination. This is free radicals. And these free radicals affect your cell every single day. The way you eat your food is the same way you breathe in toxins that are going to affect your health at the end of the day. This I don't need to stress it so much because we are the ones destroying our environment. Climate change, the ozone layer, pollution. I still do not understand a lot on the ozone layer, but I know there's something we're doing wrong as a planet. There's something we're doing wrong as humans that is going to affect us with time. I was at a presentation a few months ago, and they talked about in like 50 years we wouldn't even have water if we were not able to protect our resources today.
And we started a small program, as you said, whereby the only way to do it quickly was to go through the manure program. There is a lot of manure in pastoral areas which is not properly utilized. And we said this is going to form a very good base.
So we targeted coffee as a crop. We did a baseline because we already had information and data presented to us by officers who were in the field. And the production per bush in 2014, by the time we started the pilot, was 1.2 kilos per bush. 1.2 kilos per bush. 1.2 kilos per bush. Very embarrassing. Very embarrassing. So we say, can we target these farmers and see whether we can be able to improve that? Currently, in about 3 years' time, 2.5, those farmers who took over or who took up that program straight from the beginning are doing on average 4 kilos per bush. On average. I say on average because there are some who are a bit higher, some who are a bit lower. But on average, they are doing 4 kilos per bush. Is that not fair? Right? Okay. And we are continuing. And this is what you could find by then. If you look at the coffee tree, where we have some berries that are ripening, others are to be in head stage. Unfortunately, I can see that Dr. is struggling to see if we've come a bit ahead, but that's how it is. You look at the berries, you see there is a ripe berry, there are others that are in the middle stage, others are at the pinhead stage, then you know your coffee has a problem. Because they are supposed almost to flower at the same time, get to the pinheads at the same time, get to the nib stage at the same time, then get to maturity at the same time, and almost ripen at the same time. So that when you start, you only have it within one span of 1 month to 6 weeks, and you're done with the crop. So this is what used to happen by then. Then after we introduced the manure program, we have sampled the farms, and this is how now the farms are. You find that there is now uniformity in terms of maturation of the berries, and therefore our farmers are actually benefiting.
In our SDS, the key role the agriculture sector will play in improving the standard of living for Kenyans. And as you are aware now, we have the Big Four agenda. Agriculture plays a big role in the Big Four agenda of ensuring that we achieve 100 food and nutrition security. Further, in the Kenya Vision 2030, where the SDS comes from, organic products are expressly mentioned as an opportunity on each market. Continentally, the African Union heads of state and government in 2011 made a decision to support organic farming. Since then, the African Union Commission has developed the Ecological Organic Agriculture Initiative to implement that decision. So this is a decision that is global. And what is organic agriculture? It has been mentioned here, you know it, and that is why we are sitting here. Organic agriculture is a production system that sustains the health of soils, ecosystems, and people. It relies on ecological processes, biodiversity, and cycles adapted to local conditions. It combines traditions, innovation, and science to benefit the shared environment and promote fair relationships and a good quality of life for all involved. So what is the importance of organic agriculture in Kenya? The subsector has increased importance in its contribution to food security, as we are all aware. We have had so much since morning. Emphasis on environmental conservation, gender empowerment, access to new markets and premium prices. As you know, most of the producers, especially those who are here, you know, you get premium prices from these organic products. And we are getting more aware about eating healthy food. We have had the lecture by Madam here in the morning until we got there. We are wondering what do we eat next? Do we stop eating? So we are getting aware day by day. Everybody is getting aware of the health benefits of eating well. And for sure, if you are sure you're eating organic food, you're almost sure that you're out of the danger that you are being told about in the morning. And I just want to mention about the categories of organic agriculture in Kenya. In formal organic, we have the formal organic agriculture where over 35,000 farmers are certified. That is was for 2016, with no figures for 2017. So, and in the form of organic agriculture, we have products being supplied in the national and international markets. We also have commercial farmers in this category. And we have 150,479 hectares of land that is organically certified. That is certified. These are hectares. And the hectares that are not certified, there are thousands. There are many more. For the informal organic agriculture, there are so many thousands of hundreds of thousands of farmers undertaking organic farming, but they are not certified. It's mainly for subsistence and supplying national markets. And we are not able to estimate the statistics, but of never it's a lot.
Nzuri sababu kama karibu na mimi hapa kwa hii show niko na mama mmoja analima organic na products zake ni zile za kawaida kama tomatoes, kama broccoli, kama lettuce tunazo, na kile kizuri ni kulima organically kama bila kutumia madawa hizi chemicals za kupiga wadudu, sababu na mimea unaweza kutumia na unatengeneza organic pesticides.
We have been having questions of combating what has been talking, what Dr. Dem was talking, the Amiran people, the Rhino people, all that. We are lacking awareness, civic education, giving people civic education, because what is finishing us is what is ready.
Okay, hi, my name is Sylvia and I'm from Sylvia's Basket. I'm here with my team. So we have Simon, who's a forester, we have Mike, who's part of the group of the farmer, and we have Carol, who's also a farmer and helping us run the farm.
I've learned a lot from this conference about organic farming. Organic farming is all about avoiding the use of chemicals and all those pesticides and those chemicals that are used in crops, so that we can go green in our farming systems and we can produce crops and produce that are free from residues from chemicals.
So I attended this conference with a target today, especially to be converted from a conventional farmer to an organic farmer. The motivation for this is the kind of the reports we've been having on health issues pertaining consumption of the conversion of food and the issues of residues, chemical residue in farm produce.
And the key thing that I learned in this conference was if you continue using harsh chemicals, you can only grow a building and you can't.
Nimepata a lot of ideas from this thing. First ni ile benefits organic farming other than the chemicals farming, because hii kitu iko na so much advantages na pia ni iko poa kwa health yetu, to affect.
We are too much into chemical farming that zina affect body zetu, na actually tukiangalia lifestyle diseases ziko venye zinaenda grow up, and it's actually affecting the growth rate of our society.
For me, it was really interesting to see, I like to get a better understanding of the organic agriculture sector in Kenya and what is going on, like what are the major challenges?
Kitu moja nimerani kwa hii conference, moja ni habari ya kilimo hai, vile kilimo hai inainuliwa ili iendelee kusaidia Wakenya kwa maisha yao.
Nashukuru sana kuwa katika convention ya leo. Nikakuja kugundua ya kwamba watu wanafurahishwa na vitu ambavyo vinalimwa bila madawa.